Sheila and the Dungeon Master. Soul Slaves. A short D&D story. Part 4. I didn't know what to do anymore. Sheila, can you hear me? It took a moment.
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, how are you doing?
Not good.
Why? What's wrong?
Well, other than I'm a dungeon master stuck in a mortal body with no powers, and I've fallen deeply in love with you, which has somehow made me unstable when I have all my powers, nothing. I'm just fine. Thanks.
And coming to me will just make you lose control. So just bring me to you instead.
I can't bring you to me. I don't have that power in my reality. I first have to come to you, and then I can take you back to my reality. But the moment I set foot in your reality, I'll have all my powers back, and I won't want to leave.
Got it. I'm trying to think of a solution, but other than just come to me and I'll try to get you to take me back to your reality, I don't know what to do.
If you had no powers where you are, but coming to me would give you all of your powers back, would you go back to your reality?
If I knew I'd lose control and start doing insane stuff all the time, I think I would. Except that once I'm there, I'm certain that I'll be able to control it. But even after losing control, I'll be having so much fun that I just won't care. How about I have Ilana come here and together we'll try our best to help you stay calm and get you to take us back to your reality. I'm sure she'd like to see your apartment.
The thought of having two gorgeous goddesses in my apartment with me was more than I could handle, and I immediately went to Sheila's realm. Hi.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to come here so quickly. Let me contact Ilana.
I walked up to her and started kissing her passionately. I want you. I want you now. I grabbed her neck and lifted her into the air as Ilana teleported herself to Sheila's realm and saw me holding Sheila up in the air with my hand around her throat.
Well, hi, Sheila said to her. Boy, talk about timing. We were just about to play a game. Want to join us? It's called Let's See Who Can Choke Out the Other Person First.
No more talking, I said as I squeezed her neck tighter, which prevented her from speaking. Ilana remained calm, assuming there was nothing to be concerned about.
Well, hello again, Dungeon Master. May I grab your throat too and lift you up in the air like that?
Her comment made me smile. Sure, babe. Go ahead. She walked up to me, grabbed me by my throat, and lifted me up. She squeezed hard, trying to keep me from speaking. But of course that didn't work. Wow! Someone take a picture! This looks pretty cool. You're holding both of us up in the air now.
Oh, why didn't I think of this last time?
I summoned an old school photographer from the 1930s. Take a picture of us, my good man. Right away, sir, he said as he bent down and pulled his black cape over himself and took a picture. There you go, sir. Wait, take it again, but with us all naked. My cameraman was shocked as all of our clothes just disappeared. But I made sure everyone kept their pose until he was finally able to compose himself and take another picture.
Can you let go of us now? Sheila asked.
Well, Ilana is holding me, I said, as I released her hold on me and floated down to the floor. But I was still holding Sheila in the air, and right at that moment, I decided to hold Ilana up in the air too. Well now, this is quite fun. What shall I do with you two next? Let me think. With our clothes back on, Ilana looked at me with concern in her eyes.
How about we sit on Sheila's beautiful couch and the two of us put our arms around you and kiss you? Would that help you to relax and feel good?
I walked over and started kissing her passionately. I'm not sure who I want more right now, my hopeful soulmate or you. We all sat down, and they sat on either side of me and started caressing me and kissing me gently.
Well, I hope we're soulmates too. But what if you and Alana are soulmates instead?
I don't think I'd have a problem with that.
I'm pretty sure we're not soulmates. If we were, I'd feel something when I'm with you, like Sheila does. Of course, that doesn't mean that you two are soulmates either. It just means that you might be.
Well, I want you both regardless. Of course, I also want those 5 girls that I pretended to burn alive. Saying that caused me to laugh out loud. Hell, I want Raisha too. She's hot. All of a sudden, I wanted to go up above again and have my way with those girls, but then decided to wait for now. Sheila started laughing.
Ha! Yes, she is. But I think Latia is the cutest.
Yeah, but Laura is the hottest. What a rack that girl has.
Rack?
Sheila asked. It's a term that men from my reality sometimes use to describe girls with beautiful breasts.
Oh, I see. Do you think Laura's rack is better than mine or Ilana's?
Well, it's pretty close, as I glanced at their breasts. But I think hers are a little bigger. Ilana was smiling now.
Bigger doesn't always mean better, you know.
Ilana's soothing voice seemed to be calming my nerves. Yes, I know, but regardless of who's got the best pair, you two are breathtakingly beautiful.
Well, it seems that talking about women's breasts has helped you to calm down,
Ilana said, smiling as she ran her fingers through my hair.
About soulmates, though, do you know what soulmates actually are?
Of course. They are 2 souls that are destined to spend all eternity together. Sheila turned my face to hers and kissed me.
Yes, but why? Do you know why that is?
I took a moment and thought about it. Okay, no, I don't know. Why are they destined to spend eternity together? She started kissing me again, gently, while Ilana started kissing my neck as her hand started unbuttoning my shirt. So I quickly transformed my body into a young, muscular body of a 25-year-old man, while Sheila explained.
Well, according to legend, the reason is because soulmates are one being that were separated into 2 beings, male and female. But originally they were one, who embodied both sexes. Now separated, they unconsciously search for their soulmate, so that they can both become whole again. But even after this happens, it is said that while they are now one being again, they still retain their individual identities and can even separate as often as they wish. For example, look at my parents. They are one, yet they are 2, yet still one, being both male and female. The 2 becoming one is thus a totally spiritual concept.
I couldn't resist. So they become one with God, then?
One with God? Oh, you mean me? I don't think so.
After I stopped laughing, no, sweetheart. In my reality, many believe that there is a God who created all that is, meaning there is only one God, and everything else is part of his creation.
His? So they believe God is a man?
More laughter. Most do. But let's change the subject. And again, let's not. Is there a way I can know if we're soulmates?
Sure. Just kill yourself, and you'll find out.
I looked over at Ilana, who was clearly just messing with me. You know, I could kill both of you right now, and then bring you back to life.
Would you like me to do that?
Both girls got up.
Please don't do that,
Sheila said. Ilana then echoed her words.
No, please don't do that. Take us to your reality. I want to see where you live. Sheila told me about it. It sounds interesting.
It's not all that interesting. The technology is pretty cool, but honestly, I'd rather live here and have magical powers. I feel so alive when I'm here.
That's because you can do anything,
Sheila said.
Hey, you don't need to make yourself young and hot looking. You are a handsome man just the way you are.
No, I'm not. I'm overweight and out of shape. I need to start working out again, but I'm too tired and too bored to do it. So instead, I just exist, waiting to die one day. I then stood up and looked at them both. But now, I can be anything I want, as I flexed my rippling muscles, while my six-pack abs distracted both of them. But then my mind once again reminded me of my predicament. It's just a matter of time, though, before I'm forced back to my reality. And I sat back down, looking frustrated. They both sat down with me as Alana tried to reach me.
Take us to your reality. Come on, I want to see it. I want to go for a ride in your car, she said, smiling. And look how much better you're doing now. You're not losing control. I guess all it took was for both of us to just sit with you and touch and kiss you. But now I wanted to but now I wanted to talk about soulmates some more. So Sheila, if you and I are soulmates, that means that we used to be one being? According to legend, yes. Do you hope that's the case with us? Sure. Don't you?
Absolutely. I then moved closer to her and looked into her eyes, because that would mean that you and I are essentially the same person. So that would mean that whatever I do to you, I'm doing to myself, and vice versa, right? Sheila, not liking how I was sounding.
Well, sure. But why are you telling me this now?
I ignored her words, though, as another thought came into my mind. Hey, maybe all three of us are soulmates. Ilana, realizing that I was now up to something, tried to reach me.
Hey, let's go to your reality right now. Come on, Dungeon Master. We both want to make passionate love to you in your bed. And then you can have your way with us.
Sheila smiled, but as Ilana said that, certain that I would now take them to my reality, a scene came into my mind. The next thing they knew, they were on a large sailing boat in the ocean, and all of their powers were gone. Two men grabbed each of them. They tried to break free, but the men were much stronger than they were, and easily overpowered them and brought them to the captain's quarters. Surprised to see me, I looked up at both of them. Well now, what do we have here? One of the men spoke. We just purchased your 2 new slaves, as you ordered, Captain. I got up and walked over to them and started looking them over. Nice rack, girls. Our last slaves didn't put out to our liking, so we disposed of them. Here's hoping that you sluts. I paused and looked them in their eyes and smiled. Have what it takes. Sheila just looked at Alana.
Here we go again,
as they both shook their heads in dismay.